the stream begins. We're guessing the movie for the wins. How the devil is everyone. Let's spend an hour having fun. Bless you all for joining me, watching my work create debris, clean it all up. I surely could. With my wife nearby, I probably should. The world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's don't have to. The little world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. I've got two dachshunds who love to bark and a resin cube around a shark. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I hope you love my new anthem. The world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Retro Room, which is completely spider-free. You'll be happy. Well, at least it's spider-free. It's not rat-free. I don't think it's rat-free. I think I've got rats running in the walls here. Believe it or not, I'm 3 stories up, and I can hear them. I can hear them. I haven't got a loft, so I know they're not in the loft, so I think they're in the walls. So I've had to put some rat poison down. Not good. It's that time of year, but we do get them occasionally, which isn't good. They've never come in the house. Which is cool, but well done. I think it was Storm Gaming. I think Wayne got that today. It was arachnophobia. It was a spelling test. There was some interesting spelling of arachnophobia. And that's basically goes hand in hand with a thumbnail today. Obviously, yesterday's, I didn't know about that until I was editing. I was editing, just as usual, I'm putting everything in, cutting scenes, and then this thing just went on the screen, which made me jump thinking it was on my screen here. And then obviously I realised it was on the camera. So I looked around the camera. I couldn't find it at all. So that's where part 2 comes in. Because tomorrow's video, I'm building the Lich King. And the little spider decided to pay a visit again. This time I got it. So I've got the battle. I survived the big spider invasion of 2025. That battle has been documented, and it is on tomorrow's video, you'll be happy to know, and you'll see how I dealt with that little beast in the end. But it was all fun. I did have a problem with the Lich King yesterday. If you remember, early on in the week, I had the Toyota Supra, which was missing a stage. That's being sent out now. The Lich King, they decided to send me 2 stage 15 magazines. So even though I had the correct parts, I had 15 and 16, didn't have the instructions for 16, but you'll see tomorrow how I worked that one out as well, which wasn't too bad. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
I hope they're not spiders. I can deal with rats. I can't deal with spiders, Jerry VR. But especially, I mean, it's Halloween. It's Halloween tomorrow. I've been watching that Welcome to Derry, the prequel to it. That was pretty, well, if you haven't seen it, wow. It's a bit trippy. It's a bit trippy. I had to go on to the old AI and figure out what the hell was going on. It's one of those sort of things. But I've got some things to tell you tonight. So first thing, I should have wrote a list, shouldn't I? Let me just have a look down here. First thing, obviously, I haven't streamed. I wasn't here last week. So you didn't see that I went to see the LA Rams play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thought it was going to be a close game. And luckily for me, the Rams wrecked the Jaguars. But I was there with my son, who's a Miami Dolphins fan. And the guy holding his face there, or hiding his face, is Jim. What viewers? Jim Strover from the channel there. Which is quite cool. We had a really good day. It was a really good day, and I was much more happy that the Rams won, to be honest with you. We had brilliant seats, but that was good. I've got another thing here that says image. I don't know what it is. I think I've got a merch on the map. Let me double check. No, we're going to talk about that one in a second. I've got a merch on the map. It's going to be coming later from someone in... stand by. From someone in... I'm not going to show it today, actually. I'm going to say that later on. It's all the way from New Orleans, from Arthur de Borgia. Arthur's wearing a let me go here. Look, I will show you actually. Look, he's wearing a robot shirt. But I don't know. I think it's 4,500 miles to New Orleans from here. I do like those busts you've got in the background there. That's pretty cool. So that's that. Now something did flash up on the screen there, and I'm going to do a poll. Okay, let's have some interaction, right? Okay, stand by. Because I'm having a row with Mrs. Welder Wayne at the moment. Yep, we're having rows. Okay. She's gone and bought a candle burner. Okay. Which she says is in the shape of a lotus flower. And she was so chuffed about how this was in the shape of a lotus flower. But I mean, you've got to see it. It doesn't look like a lotus flower at all. Hang on. How can I get rid of that? Stand by. Why can I change it? I've put two things on there. Going to start the poll. Okay, hopefully that's worked. There we go. We've got a poll on the screen. I had to make none of the above at the end because it wouldn't let me do two on its own. I'm going to show you that picture again. Okay, this is her burner, which I said, well, you judge for yourself. I said to Mrs. Welder Wayne, I'm going to ask the internet this because to me, it only looks like one thing. It definitely don't look like a lotus flower to me. But Mrs. Welder Wayne, I'm afraid that, look at those poll scores at the moment. I don't just vote for her because it's Mrs. Welder Wayne. Use your knowledge. Just say what you say. Yeah, come on, Craig. It's not a lotus. Look at it. Look at it. It's a joke. Absolute joke. So, needless to say, I've got an alien egg. 77% of the people agree with me. I've got an alien egg now. 18% says a lotus flower, and only 5%, 4% say none of the above. 75, Mrs. Welder Wayne, I'm sorry, it's a losing argument. You've gone and bought an alien egg for the bedroom. I don't know how to. I can deal with spiders. I don't know if I can deal with aliens. You're wrong. Let's end that now. 75% of the people. Crazy stuff. Okay. I'm going to quickly show you this advert again, which I show you every week. So check this out. I want to tell you about an awesome sci-fi and fantasy model show coming to the UK in 2026. The Spacecraft Model Show will be held on Saturday the 21st of March at the Vista Hotel Golf and Spa. I'll be attending, as well as many of my fellow model makers. There will be dealer stalls. It's going to be a great model competition as well. So check it out at spacecrafts.co.uk. Tickets are available now. Yeah, an alien lotus flower could work. The reason I wanted to show you that is because there's a new newsletter out from Chris. Now, Chris, who's actually going to be running this convention, is going to be at Telford, from what I understand. So if you're coming to Telford next weekend, you'll be able to get some more information regarding this. But this is the newsletter, just saying that each month keep you in the loop about the show. It's been just 2 months since the site launched. We've already seen over 3,000 visits. Ticket sales are off to a strong start, and the interest continues to grow since last month's update. We've welcomed a new wave of exhibitors and vendors, and basically we've got Cosmic Scale Models, Archive X, Scaletronics, Tiderium Models, Ignition Master, Model Behavior, Albion Alloys. Look, even Tyrell Models is going to be there as well. Andy Preston, Ollie Barrett, as I said, some of the Cosmic Scale Models. This is going to be on March the 21st, I believe. Is that right? But go over to spacecrafts.co.uk, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get this newsletter as well. But I'm going to be attending the show, and by all accounts, I think Phil and Lou are going to be coming as well. So it's going to be a whole meetup in Bicester, which I haven't been to in ages. I haven't been to Bicester. Well, I say ages. I passed through it. I've never actually stopped there, so I can't tell you much about Bicester, unfortunately. But I am looking forward to that. So that's that. Now, the other thing is I've never heard of something called crowdfunding. I only found out about crowdfunding, was it the last MCM Comic Con? Because I've been at MCM Comic Con all week at the moment. From Hasbro Pulse last year, they were trying to get some stuff raised. You probably saw things like those Tron figures that I did a short for. Well, there's different forms of crowdfunding, and there is a form of crowdfunding called GameFound. I don't know if anyone's heard of that. And if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, check this out. Now, I'm going to give you the link in chat here. Now, the folks that I always get this one up as well. The folks who done these at the moment have got a license going for at the moment for a Dungeons and Dragons dice tower of Xanathar. Now, I'm going to try, hopefully. Let me, oh God, I've pressed too many buttons. What did I do? I'm going to try and go over to this monitor here to show you this site. Now, there is a YouTube link. That's why I've put the link there. Check out that video. It'll tell you all about it. I don't want to actually play that on stream because there's a good chance that I will get myself copyright striked, which I don't want to do. But I'm thinking this is pretty cool. If you are a Dungeons and Dragons player, there's different tiers. This is something they're looking to put into production at the moment. Now, the GameFound crowdfunding hasn't started yet. This is sort of like a preview, but it's pretty cool. But if you want to follow this journey, and this is where it's up to at the moment, it's just saying the campaign's coming, we're up to the next step, then that link that I put in chat will help you out there to actually get that followed. Obviously, I've been on a world of Dungeons and Dragons this weekend because I was at MCM Comic Con. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very busy. The creative room was a lot smaller than normal, but I did get to meet quite a few of my old friends that I saw there last time. It is funny. I do go with my son and my daughter, but we all tend to do our own things. So I really fell in love with those quarter scale arcade machines, I tell you. But the Pepsi one was £150, probably a good price. The other ones were quite expensive, $350 for like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. 4 joysticks. Can you get 4 people around a quarter-inch arcade game? Probably not. But the novelty was there. It looked good. So other than that, I don't think there was much else that really like made me go, wow. Apart from the Tron figures, I liked them. There was some new range of Transform from Hasbro. Not much, really. There were some good figures for Star Wars, if you're collecting Star Wars figures. Bit disappointed in the Bandai Namco stand because it was very much enclosed. I've got a funny feeling, and, you know, this is me speculating, that in May, they might have had a lot of shoplifting and things being stolen because they seem to encase all of their Gundam models in a store in an enclosed area now. So it was very hard to walk around, especially when the crowds were busy, because it was enclosed. But it was, you know, it was okay. It was okay. But because EGX, the gaming con, was there as well, it was rammed, absolutely rammed. But everyone thinks it's Alien Lotus Flowers. Spee, I couldn't believe Spee says that, you know, he's tatted loads of Lotus Flowers. He's with Esther. No, Spee, no. It's an alien egg. It's been a while since you can see me live. It feels like it's been a while since I did a live. Obviously, I was live last night and doing the Seahorse Bark from the Roka model, which was just going completely wrong. But today I said I'm just getting back into it as well. We get mice in our house. Good to have cats. I've got dogs, but they don't do nothing about it. I put some rat poison down. It's only one. I can hear one. And I found one rat hole. So I've found the that's outside, not inside. So I've bought some poison today. Hopefully that will stop that. It could be rats. It might be pigeons. As I said, there's no loft space here. From here, all you've got is the roof. Directly the roof top. The loft is in this cupboard that I've got down here, as we call it, an oubliette. And this is the first live stream which you're streaming on day I was born. I was born 27 years ago. Jacob, is it your birthday today? Oh, we have to do this. I didn't realise this has got sound. I didn't realise this has got sound. Happy birthday, Jacob. So you are 27 years old. Bless you. Bless you, you youngling, you. We have got our Christmas tree up here, just so you know, in World of Wayne Towers. Mrs. World of Wayne, I wanted her to get it up because we've got some guests. I've got some guests. Next Thursday's live stream, I've been experimenting. You're going to need to start turning your volumes up because I'm probably going to be sitting around about here and the microphone's going to be here. And I know that it's quite quiet, but I've got some guests coming into the workshop. and that is basically 3 of the Hobby Time modelers are coming. So I've got Pitstain Hobbies there in chat, Ian Schwartz. I've got Todd McWilliams, Marvel Phoenix coming, and I've got Jordan from Aligning the Stars is coming as well. I believe we might be going to Duxford next Thursday first, and then coming back here. Then we've got Telford. It's just going to be a full-on few days. So I am trying to get myself ahead on videos at the moment because I don't think I'm going to have time next week. I am actually off to the NEC tomorrow. This is why I had to get ahead this week because they've got the Simply Craft Show, Creative Christmas Show, or Simply Christmas Show. They've got 3 shows together, all about creating crafts and Christmas and everything that's up Mrs. World of Wayne Street. So we're off to the NEC tomorrow to go see that. So if you are at the NEC, I'll probably be in the Weatherspoons having a breakfast. But yeah, if you are there, come and say hi. I'm the guy who's growing a beard back, as you can see. It's growing back slowly. Doesn't take long for me. But I don't know how it's going to get. Why did I shave my beard off, anyone wants to know? Because I had this quiff. I had a quiff going like this, and I just couldn't get rid of it. It's like a big wave. I had a Beach Boy wave in my beard. I just couldn't get rid of it. No matter how much I tried to, so I just lost my rag in the end and shaved it off. So, and my kids just looked at me as if to say, I don't like it. Take it back. Yeah, your decoration out yesterday. No, I put mine out. I don't like because the clocks have gone back now. You know, it's getting dark at 4:30 in the afternoon, and I don't like that. So I wanted something to spice the place up. I didn't set my tree up last year because obviously I wasn't here. I was in Scotland. But I am going to be here, even though I'm going to Scotland again. But for New Year for Christmas, so I thought I've got to set the tree up. So the tree's up. So you Hobby Time modelers, when you come here, there's going to be a Christmas tree up. We will have to deal with the sausage dogs because they're going to be barking incessantly, but I'm sure we're going to deal with that when you get there. I have bought some stuff to bribe them. I am dropping some frames at the moment, just so you know. I don't know why. Sometimes this happens because I've got things running in the background. Let me just try and quit some stuff. Stand by. I do get a notification when this happens, you see. So I've got my Battle.net opening. Battle.net, that's the other thing. You're going to hear it tomorrow. We're back to normal again now. I've gone and got myself... I made a right stupid mistake. I've gone and got myself back into Warcraft. So obviously the War Within, I sort of did it up to level 78. Now I'm level 80 and I'm doing everything. Everything I can possibly do on the game. Because at midnight, the new game, not at midnight, the new World of Warcraft expansion Midnight's coming out next year. And I've been playing it a stupid amount of much. I mean, I spent most of the day on it today. Making gold, that's what I do. I think I've got about 300,000 gold at the moment, so I'm doing okay. But because of that, I thought I've got to do the Lich King today. But I have been playing a lot of Warcraft, so that's what I've been doing. Passing the time on these Christmas nights. Yes, Stream Elements, remember to put your votes in for the best model 2025 by heading over to that form. I have had 135 votes so far. There's 135 votes on there. Every single model has had a vote. I am very much aware that the Ducati's not on there. It's because I'm not doing it. So it's not on the channel. This is only really for voting for models that are on the channel. So, or have been on the channel. So, yeah. But we're doing good. We're doing good with the votes. Christmas stream, remember, is going to be December 18th. I will start doing the Christmas quiz soon. That's going to be fun. Mrs. Roller going to be joining me for that. I'm going to be prizes up for grabs on that. You have a monster spider in the engine room named Horace. He's fantastic. No, no, no. He needs to die. You're like the grape spider battle. There was a battle today. You'll see it on tomorrow's video. Hi, Wayne and Mrs. Railway. Guess winter has come to Florida. It's 66 degrees, 18 degrees C. Well, Wayne, you know what? My kids just come back from America and they're sunburnt. Bless them. And the funny thing is, they came back on Thursday and we went to, no, Wednesday, and we went to, yeah, Wednesday. I picked them up Thursday. They were, we survived till 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the Friday, MCM. They were so jet lagged, bless them. But Saturday was a full on day. Well, mate, tonight's stream, we're getting out of hospital today. Well, that's good news, John. I hope you're okay, mate. Welcome to the stream. Next week's going to be a bit wild with the stream because there's going to be 4 of us just chatting. So it's going to be a really wild stream. It's going to be loud probably as well. So don't worry about sitting too far away from the microphone. We're going to, yeah, It's going to be loud. Last time I had that many people in here, remember, it was Phil and Lou. This time last year coming up, doing the rum tasting session in a retro room which hardly been created. And it was a fun day, and I've still got quite a bit of that rum left. But tonight I'm on the stout. You'd be happy to know, not the rum tonight, because I've got no Coke. So Coca-Cola, should I say? So I'm on the stout tonight. This is the Whitstable stout, and it's quite strong. It's quite a strong stout. You got bats in your roof. You can see them coming and going, and they do make a little noise, but nothing too bad. I'd rather have the bats than rats, definitely. Ah, hey, that's me. Hello, Frozen. How's it going? You know what? I don't know if we've got new people on here, or I just don't recognise names because we've got these stupid numbers coming up now. I don't know why YouTube have reverted to numbers. I kind of know who some of you are, but you know, if I don't, I'm sorry. The spider scene in Chamber of Secrets makes the skin crawl to some people, I'm sure. I don't mind that, but I'll tell you what, I went to see Arachnophobia at the cinema. Oh, it was a horror film. People are laughing. I'm like, what the hell are you laughing at? This is the scariest thing I've ever seen. I just don't do spiders. I'm really not good with spiders. If anyone knows me, they know that I've almost passed out with a spider before. It's been that bad. And we were staying at a Premier Inn in Basildon, you know, when with MCM. And to get to the reception, I had to walk through a corridor where there's this ginormous spider, and I'm sure it's sitting on a egg sac, sitting on a wall, looking at me, right? So all the kids are laughing because they're all running past it. But for the 3 nights we were there, it was there every single day. Hadn't moved. It was still alive because it kept changing position. Oh, I can't be dealing with spiders. I don't like spiders. Not good. Um, and one from Delft as well. Yes, I've got a. Yes, I have. Let me see if I can find that, Pete. I created a folder, you see, called Merch on the Map, but I can't find anything. But I want to include it in a video, you see. So let me just double check. Oh no, I've got it here. So this is Pete Cooper won the member stream. Every month we have a member stream draw for a T-shirt or something, some item for the merch store. Pete won in the Netherlands last month, and this is Pete here. So Pete Cooper in chat, make you famous. There you are. I like your you got your Red Bull prints on the wall. Pretty cool. I like it, and I love that. I love that shirt. I've got that shirt. I've got that shirt too. There you go, Pete. It's all good. You get geese on the roof regularly. They make a racket. It's an alien egg. You are wrong. Mrs. Wayne's going to argue with you all. You thought it was an artichoke. Yeah, that was an option. Will says alien. You voted Lotus. Yeah, of course you did. But nah, it's Fee. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Be wife, happy life. Yeah, no, definitely. Either way, there's a fire in it. So, I don't know. It does look like an alien egg. See? See? Totally an alien egg. It's definitely an open lotus flower opening. No, Mrs. Wayne, you bought yourself. Someone conned you. Someone conned you and said it's a lotus flower. It's an alien egg. Wouldn't put your face near it. Oh, that's funny. You asked the wrong audience. Yeah, no, definitely. If you mean if I was in like a horticulturalist chat and asked that, they'll all say it's a lotus flower. Okay. It's a portable bonfire. We almost had a portable bonfire last night on the member stream. Working with wooden ships, I just get so stressed. Kickstarter is crowdfunding, that's right. But this is called something different. It was called Game Found. There you go. You love the D&D cartoon. I'd love to get some. There's some 3D printers for all of those. You know, Hank and the Presto. I can't remember their names. Bobby. What was their name? I can't remember all their names. I used to love that D&D cartoon. There's a lot of D&D stuff at MCM. They had a create your character, which was quite good. That you actually physically create yourself as a character. So you walked into a booth and you had to pick a class, pick a race, and they'll just like create a character sheet and deck you out in the gear. It was quite fun. At least you can get Phantom Whistle from the refs calling a play back like the Bucks versus Saints. I'm glad you enjoyed the game. I loved the game, but you know what? It was dwarfed by the Jets winning last week. The Jets won their first game last week. That was amazing. Actually, the Dolphins won as well. That never happens. You Florida folk must have been having fun there. Oh God, here we go. Do I want to read this? Last Halloween, my wife won the fancy dress competition at my local. She wasn't happy at all as she had only come to pick me up. Can't come to Telford. I'm going to a convention in Bristol. No, you got to come to Telford. See, the way it's working, there we go. Look, here's Ian in chat. The way it's working is that last year, obviously, I had a hotel and I stayed at Telford. I'm not doing that this year. I'm going to be getting to Telford early on the Saturday. So I'll be there for when it opens. But I actually have relatives. I mean, you probably know this because I've told you before. But most of my family live in Wolverhampton, Shifnal, and Telford, all around that area. So I'm actually going to be staying with my auntie on Saturday night. I haven't seen. Well, she actually came down here last week. Haven't seen them very often. So I asked, would they like a lodger for the night? So I'm going to be staying in Telford that night, but at my auntie's house. And then I'll be there Sunday. Looking forward to seeing Will's workshop finished model. Obviously, Agora Models have got a competition running where I think there's 6 entries where they've taken one of their models and they're making a diorama of it. And Agora Models are going to be voting that to see who's going to win this £1,000 prize. Now, I will document as much as I possibly can, but I'll be realistic for you. I won't be able to edit it until I'm back. So I will probably show you some shorts from my phone of some of the entries, but for a full Telford like roundup, a bit like what I do for Wonderfest, that'll happen when I return. So we'll have to wait for that. Looking forward to it though. These poor folks here though have got a flight to do. Now I'm guessing your flight's leaving Sunday if you're arriving Monday. But you know, 7.5 hours from the States, from your side, from Atlanta. Not quite sure for poor old Todd coming all the way from Arizona though. Gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild time. I'm looking forward to Duxford, that's for sure. From what I understand, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Lancaster, which is based at RAF Coningsby, is now going to be out of action for 2 years while it goes for a refurbishment. So they've actually flown that to Duxford. So I believe it's in Duxford now, having its its whole renovation it's going to be having. In the meantime, next year the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight is going to be the Lancaster's going to be replaced by a Dakota. So it's still going to be flying, but not the Lancaster. It's going to be the Dakota doing it. So we should be able to see. We won't be able to go up to it, I think, because it'll be in the restoration centre. But they normally have windows on that, so you can see how they're getting on with that. But yeah, I know I was dropping frames, 3.4%. But that's that. That's that. I'm still here. Mitch Tremblay, welcome to the members. Mitch Tremblay. Mitch Tremblay. You've been a member before, Mitch. I recognise your name. I recognise your name. I know I'm buffering a bit. I'm trying to solve it, but I am streaming at 9,000 bits at the moment, so I'm sure it will come back. I'm sure it will come back. You've got your first now. A lot of people are starting to post this up. You got the first couple of issues of the Batmobile. I don't know when my pack 2's coming out, but I did get 8 packs of stuff delivered in the last week. Matter of fact, I've now got 3 packs of the International Space Station, and I'm still holding off because the last pack that's coming is the final one. So I'm going to do all four packs for that in one go. But they did send me a cap, which says NASA on it. And they did send me a hoodie, a NASA hoodie. And I'll tell you what, it's the best quality hoodie I've ever had. Not just for freebies, but for buying. It's really heavy duty. It's really nice hoodie it is. So if anyone has got the International Space Station and they're waiting for that, it's a nice hoodie. Trust me. What else did I get? I got the Iron Spider. I got Darth Vader, although we're still waiting for pack 8 of Darth Vader. What else did I get? Iron Spider. Oh, Jeff. I got Jeff Gordon's. I've got 3 of those to do. I got some Megazord. I got a few. I got a few things. I think my last Robocop's on the way as well. Sometimes I keep getting photos over the chat. Oh, I don't know why. Unless I'm putting them up. If I put a photo up like this, it will go over the chat. I can change that, but there you go. It could be the neighbours. Nah, I'm actually I've only got one neighbour, so it's like a semi-detached here. What was the easiest build and what was the hardest build? The hardest is probably one of these ones I'm building at the moment. The Ferraris aren't easy at all. Any of the Ferraris, they're really hard. This one I'm building at the moment, and also that Lancia, that was quite hard as well. Easiest build is probably the Mustangs. The Mustangs are quite easy to build. The Mustangs, Perhaps Iron Man. Iron Man weren't too bad either. Hi, Todd. How's it going? Can you believe you guys are going to be here next week in this room? Should be fun. Yeah, Gory's Optimus Prime's pretty easy as well. Yeah, bring mics. I don't know how to connect them though. I've got limited space on my limited USBs on my monitor here. I suppose I could unplug some things, but this is an all-in-one computer system I've got up here. Yeah, but bring mics, and we'll see what we can do. I've got me portable DJI here. I've got this mic here. I'm sure we can figure something out. We'll tech support it. Your wife was born 50 years ago. Is that today? Is it your wife's birthday today as well, Pete? Do I need to put the happy birthday message up? I don't know. I'm putting it up just to be sure. Just to be sure. It might be a happy birthday. I don't know. You think the Dalek's the biggest build you're doing? I don't know. I don't know. Terminator's quite big. Obviously, the Titanic's ginormous. But yeah, Terminator's quite big. ET's quite big as well down there. June and I went to Peru for a month last month. June was working and was assistant, so I got a free adventure on the Maranon River with June in the Peruvian jungle. My first time in a jungle. Wow. Mrs. Wade, have you been to Peru? I can't remember. I know you've been to Easter Island, but I think you only went to Chile, didn't you? I don't think you did Peru. You want to do Machu Picchu, didn't you? But you've never done that. I suppose you can't wait. Pitstone recommended some MM Hex head drivers. I bought them and they work great on the Dalek metal base. Yeah, no, they are good. I use my WoW stick. I'm happy with that. Of course, after I put the thing in wrong, I obviously made sure I made that those plates were in right. I saw a lot of people were putting them in the wrong way. 1 second. Yeah, there you go. Ed Hughes says the Coningsby Lancaster's now at Duxford maintenance. Yeah, so 2 years that maintenance is going to go on for. Obviously, the Kirkby, East Kirkby is still going to be doing the taxi runs in the Lancaster they got there. That doesn't fly though. That just taxis. Why'd you get lost in the jungle? Because jungle is massive. Yeah, I got that. I got a friend who's into jungle. Dalek can be great when finished. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got some footage from MCM Comic Con, which I'll get together, but it was full of Daleks. Loads of Daleks there. Loads of Daleks. It's interesting. I did some panels, which I don't normally do. Because to be honest with you, it's so busy in the creators room, there was nowhere to sit. So I just sat on any panel because there just seemed to be chairs there. And there was one about, what's the word I'm looking for? Mrs. Wayne, help me here. Not inclusivity, diversity. It was a panel for people who are neurodivergent, and how they conquer being in cosplay and games. I went to that panel. I found that quite interesting, actually. But they did have one about Doctor Who, and there's a very mixed spectrum now about people who like Doctor Who. You've got your fans of the old-fashioned series who can't stand the new series and where Doctor Who went. You got the fans of the new series who just don't like the old series. They think it's all too old fuddy-duddy. There don't seem to be anyone in between that likes both. There's schools for each one, but I do think Doctor Who's definitely lost its way. I think it needs to be off the screen for a little while, personally. And then I think when it comes back, it needs to be darker. It needs to be Batman Begins darker. It needs to be Christopher Nolan Batman darker. Doctor Who does. They need to tone down the funnies. They need to tone, and I'm going to say that for everything as well. I'm going to say that for Strange New Worlds. Tone down the funnies. We've had our musical episode. You know, it's make it a bit more gritty. I think that's the word I need. Make it more gritty. Yeah, definitely. You're working on Pack 12 of the Apache. You know what? I've got Pack 10 to do, Scott Cousins, and every time I look at it, I open my Apache box up and I'm like, there's just so many parts. And I know Pack 10 is going to take me a couple of videos. So perhaps I might try and get on that next week. I keep saying I will, but I haven't yet. It is a good, yeah, the assembly process is the worst. It's not getting dark in here in Florida until after 6. Well, no, I'll tell you, 4:30 here, Wayne. It's dark. The Apache's a bit complex. Yeah, a little bit. I am dropping frames. I'm still at 3% though. That's not too bad. We're going to stuff Ian in the attic hole. You can go in the oubliette if you want. You won't be able to get in there. I've got to empty it out actually, because inside that oubliette, we've got a massive ventilation system which ventilates the whole house. It hasn't been serviced for 14 years. Now, I realised it hadn't been. It's not my job to service it. I realised that, so I cleaned out what I could about 3 or 4 months ago. But they're actually going to replace hoses and everything, so pretty interesting. But it's quite interesting in there, I have to say. When my sister was very little, she asked my dad to shave his moustache off. After she did, she was like, "Put it back, put it back." Not understanding it takes time to grow back. I don't know how this is going to grow back, to be honest with you. I mean, it's still a little bit dark here, but I think this is going to be jet white now. I'll have to say. I mean, I haven't had a no beard goatee for a long time. How can you say it's chilly at 69 degrees? You really need to come to the UK for like 5 seconds. I mean, we're waking up at 3 degrees at the moment, Celsius. I don't know what that is. Alexa. No, it's not on. What's 3 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? I haven't got a clue. Hang on. What's 3 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Celsius to the power of C to Fahrenheit to the power of circ F.
37.4 degrees. There you go. Didn't ask for an essay. I just asked for the answer and it's giving me formulas. You've done the Lamax Christmas Village. I bet that's looking good. Send pictures. Anthony, send a picture. I'd love to see that. Started at the end of August. Planning and building finished early. Not getting switched on until the end of November. Oh, so I've got to wait till the end of November to see it? Oh, Anthony, come on. You just downloaded Baldur's Gate free to feed my increasing D&D hunger I've developed recently. I blame you. Tell you what, Baldur's Gate is a pretty good game. We had some voice actors from Baldur's Gate at MCM. But you know what, Warcraft, I'm just so into it again now. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Plus, I mean, all the tabletop games I've been playing at MCM, I've nerded out. I've had a geek out this weekend. It makes me want to dust off my D&D things down there. I don't know, but you know something I've never ever played. I've never played Warhammer. I've painted figures, but I've never played the game. How mad's that? The new Witches on Netflix. I will have to check that out. All I've watched lately, I've been watching Tulsa King. I like that. I've been watching Welcome to Derry. I believe that Landman is coming back, or if it's not already started again with Billy Bob Thornton. What else? Murders in the Building. Mrs. Wilder Wayne's been watching that, and High Potential she's been watching. There's a new one called Down Cemetery Road with Gillian Anderson, I believe, on Apple TV coming up. That's all I've been watching, I think. There you go. Hello, Ian. How's it going? Don't kill spiders, Wayne. Just evict them. I can't go anywhere near them, James. I don't think you understand the fear. I can't even approach them with a vac. Actually, watch tomorrow's video and you'll see how I deal with them. Christmas here starts on the 23rd and ends on the 26th. That's it. Too commercial and Mum passed away Boxing Day. Yeah, that's right. 2023. God, that's gone quick though, hasn't it? But I get what you're saying, Chris. Partly my mum passing away was one of the reasons I didn't want to put my tree up last year. But the other thing is that I always try and get the decorations down by Boxing Day. Once Christmas is done, I like the build up to Christmas, hence why I got the tree up early. Once Christmas is done, though, it can come down. It needs to come down because I'm off to Scotland on the 29th, so I don't want to come back to it up. I enjoyed the Christmas season more when I didn't share time with Halloween and Thanksgiving. Now, we don't get Thanksgiving over here, but it's a big deal in America, I understand, and I'm looking forward to those Black Friday sales. As a matter of fact, when Black Friday comes, you need to start using those. Look at me. Shameless plug for my Amazon stores. If you're in the US, scan that. Let me tell you what happens here, right? If you scan that, it will bring up my World of Wayne score in the USA. If you scan that one on your phone, it will bring up my Amazon store in the UK. Now, what will happen is, it doesn't matter if you don't buy anything from that store, but for the next 4 days, you'll have a little cookie on your system which says, you came from the World of Wayne site. So anything you buy in that 4 days, I get a kickback for. I'm being transparent. I'm telling you how it works. So that's how these work, these affiliate links. that when you link to the Amazon site, it doesn't matter what you buy. I'll get a little kickback for sending you there. So if you decide you want to buy a £5,000 hot tub, there you go. That's how Amazon affiliate works, just so you know. So not just me, anyone who's giving you an affiliate link or says you should buy this on Amazon and they've got their affiliate link, that's what it's doing. You're not just only getting a commission just for sending them for that item, you're also getting a kickback for anything they buy in the next 4 days. I think that's how long the cookie lasts for. Unless you clear your cookies off. So clear your cookies off, it goes instantly. I know a lot of people. Some people have an Internet Explorer or Edge browser that when you close it, it clears cookies straight away. You stop calling your spider a name, or it eats flies to get them through the side hatch when they're moving. Rats in the belfry. I'm doing okay, Ramon. How are you? How's married life, my friend? Yeah, it was a tough year. I can't believe that was 2 years ago though. I don't know why I think that was last year. Um, why is my chat gone funny? I have only Burmese mountain dog, and it's the best giant fluffy hardball. 7 weeks till Christmas. I haven't bought any Christmas presents yet. You want to go to Sainsbury's? We got an Asda, we've got a Sainsbury's, we've got a Tesco here, and we've got a Poundland. If you want your Poundland, there's a Poundland here as well. I mean, it depends what time you come next Thursday. If you're going to come in Duxford, we won't be spending the full day at Duxford, so we can have some time to kill. But we'll figure something out. It will take about half an hour for the dogs to get used to you, I think. So we'll see. Look, Tesco. There we go. We've got a Tesco here. Oh dear. You're going to send me another merch on the map from Kyoto Castle next March. Oh yes, definitely, definitely. That'd be awesome. How am I doing with chat tonight? I think I'm keeping up tonight. That's not too bad. Oh wow! I'll tell you what. This has just started to kick in. Wow! I just felt that. I had a wave of whoa come over me. It's quite strong, and I haven't had an alcoholic drink in a long time, so that's probably why. Uh, put in my votes, but it was hard this year with so many great builds. Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you. One of them's running away with it at the moment. So if you don't want whatever's running away with it to win, then get voting. It's partly the reason why you're voting for 3 things, not just one. But there's quite a good spread, I have to say. But as I said, you're the full voting to show you what's won. Going to be interesting. There we go. Sheila, Bobby, Pesto. It's Presto, not Pesto. Pesto's like a gravy, isn't it? It's Presto. Eric, Diana, Hank, and Uni. And Dungeon Master, obviously. And Venger. Gotta love Venger. Good evening, all. You know what? They need to make it. Look, we're talking about cartoons again. I tell you what, they need to do. Now, I know that they were going to make this into a film, but it sort of like petered out and never happened. But if they were to make this into some sort of franchise now, this would be absolutely wild. It needs to be a film, and that is this franchise right here. I used to absolutely love Mask. Mask Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime. I used to love Mask. That's brilliant. I would love to build those masks, like trackers or Spectrum's masks. I bet you they're available to 3D print as well. I saw someone making a helmet out of cardboard. How mad's that? And then they coated it in resin, then put fiberglass in the middle. So cardboard was just a reinforcement, and they made an absolutely brilliant model without a 3D printer. Amazing. Some of the talent some of these people have got is crazy. I'm sure I'm going to see some stuff like that tomorrow at the Simply Christmas and Simply Craft Fair. But there you go. Yeah, Mark's sleeping in the shed tonight. My shed's locked up. I can't sleep in the shed tonight. Good evening, all. All day, what? Good evening, all. It's day, what? 3 or 4. I'm already tired of snow. You got snow already in Iceland? Wow. I suppose the Christmas season might be a bit, well, the winter season must be quite a few months over in Iceland. It was cold when I went there. I think it was like -20 or something when the plane landed. Hi, Holger. How's it going? You're going through Birmingham at the moment. My daughter's off to Birmingham next week, and I'm in Birmingham tomorrow. How can I'm in Birmingham tomorrow? I'm at the NEC tomorrow. That's crazy. Venger ruled. Hey, mate, Russell's on here. Look, my brother Russell, Venger. Gotta love Venger. I need to. Can you get the Dungeons and Dragons on like Blu-ray or DVD? All those cartoons. I need them. It's something I've decided I need in my life. You can. You can get every single episode of them. And I know the fan that $35.99 for every single one. I know there was a fan made one that sort of like completed the story. But I love that. Mask, Dungeons and Dragons, Ulysses 31. They all need to be so. Ah, yes, Mozo Mo, how's it going? I've been following you on Instagram. We're all good. We're all good here. All good. I was at MCM this weekend. Did you go to MCM? I'm at Telford next weekend. It's busy. It's a busy month for me at the moment. 10 hours over the pond. Are you coming direct then? You're not on the same flight as Ian. Are you guys making your separate ways there then, are you? I didn't realise that. Because I know Ian is only 7.5 hours from Atlanta. I suppose it makes sense rather than you having to land and then get on another plane, doesn't it? You're flying out Monday night. Ah, right, okay. We all arrive Tuesday afternoon UK time. Bless you. Thank you, Craig. I do like these Thursday nights. It just breaks up the channel, you know, because we have the car crash on a Wednesday. We're building all week, so I'm kind of being serious. Although the last 2 videos you'll see on the channel with me battling this goddamn spider is anything from serious. And then tonight's just a chance of like, you know, we will talk about models, but it's just nice to just touch bases with everyone and see how everyone is. See what everyone's up to. This is why I like my Thursday night hangouts. Crap work calling. Gotta run, guys. Yeah, they know that you're not working, Ian. See you later, mate. They should have replaced the Lancaster with a Mosquito. The Mosquito is the most beautiful plane ever to fly. It is. I don't think we've got a flying one in the UK, though, have we? We've got a taxiing one, but there's not many. There's not many at all. Wayne, what about the dust brush you stole Mrs. Runaway? I think 2 years ago. It's still in there. It's still in there. Probably covered in cobwebs at the moment, Holder, as well. I don't know. I keep advertising it. I don't know if it is. It's a tricky build, the Lancaster. And I'll be honest with you. Now we've got past the engines and we've done the propeller. I think the rest of the Lancaster is going to be pretty easy to put all the skin together. I'm kind of terrified about the base because the actual Lancaster's powered through the base. And if it's anything like the Spitfire, if the base doesn't work, your Lancaster's not going to work. So it's one of these things. You've got to get that base right. So that's why we're building that at the moment. Do you plan on building the Ducati? I'm not. I've got no intention of building the Ducati at the moment. Mainly on account that I'm just doing so many things, Mike. I just haven't got room for it. I've fallen behind with the Enterprise, the DeLorean, the Millennium Falcon, Jeff Gordon's build, the Ferrari I'm building on the members channel because I'm behind on that. I want to start just catching up with some of these builds, I think. DeLorean, definitely not as hard as the Ferraris. Yeah, the Lotus was very easy. That was pretty easy as well. Absolutely right there, Scott. Hello Wayne, how are you? I like your Daleks, they are awesome. I like my Daleks. You gotta love a Dalek. You'd love to go to Peru. Is that a hint? Take it to Peru. I just keep thinking of that South Park episode with the Peruvian panpipe players. Because we get them in Corby, believe it or not. We got the Peruvian panpipe players in Corby. It sounds like a Karate Kid movie. They're doing the old George Sampha music. June and I just booked a holiday for 2027, which include Machu Picchu. Don't tell her that, Ian. Oh my God, that's going to be an amazing holiday, though. You'll get to see some penguins. You can bring a penguin home. Milan, you've been to Machu Picchu as well. And the last day we were there, we got there by helicopter. It was colonized by hunters of scarlet macaws. Wow, that's crazy. You know, me and Mrs. Ronald Wayne, we haven't done anything extravagant. We've been to America and we went to Williamsburg, which was an absolutely amazing place. And that was all thanks to Spruverse. That's probably the most amazing thing we've done together, as in adventure wise. I don't think we've done anything like that. Oh no! Saying that, I mean Scotland. We saw the puffins, or we we went to the what's the Trevish Isles. I don't know. Perhaps we need to rethink that. To think that. Although you're used to going to war zones, I can't top that. I can't top that. Look at old what's his name, John Mortimer doing the safari in South Africa. I could be doing that. Going the Serengeti or the Masai Mara. That would be wicked. It may need a butler. It's a 28-day trip. Needs special permission for work for time off. Wow. That's a holiday of a lifetime, though, isn't it? You totally forgot about the nut spanner being in the last pack, trying to use my finger to tighten it. ET's a problem, still trying to work out. You know what? So something you don't realise about ET, which I didn't really show in the video, that all of ET's skin is attached, but under his armpits, I deliberately didn't put glue on them. So there is actually a hole under each armpit that I could get my fingers in, just in case I needed to get into it again. Because if I can reach into it, it's easy to pry the skin apart. If I was to seal that all up on all sides, you wouldn't have that luxury. So what I've done is, you can't see the armpits. Even when it's lifted up, it looks like it's connected. But I didn't glue under the armpits for that reason. So if you are building ET, I recommend doing that just in case something doesn't work and you need to get the thing apart. The new Witch is really dark and CGI has been great so far. I need to check that. That's on Netflix, right? I haven't seen that. I need to check that out. Take care, John. See you later, mate. You had your full knee replacement yesterday. Well, you need to rest up, chill out, and it'll be right as rain as no time. You just seen Doctor Who. Yeah, it's not coming back until Christmas 2026. I think it's needed, but they do need to make it darker. Because at the moment, I think, this is just my opinion, it's kind of taking the piss out of itself. And I think I don't think that's going down well at all with the classic watchers and all of that. And I think that's why they're not watching it, to be honest with you. For that reason, obviously, they need to probably change doctors as well. Have someone gritty. Have what's his name? Have oh god. Stand by. Nope, I've forgotten his name. I can't even think of the guy who played Batman. What's wrong with me at the moment? The guy who played Batman in Batman Begins. That's bugged me now. The little kid from bloody what's it called? The Stephen Blinking freaking Christian Bale, that's it. Christian Bale. Empire of the Sun. Christian, wasn't it? The little kid in -10 yesterday. So I'm looking forward to March next year, Bergdis. Oh, and hello. Well, so is Bergdis, are you coming over in March? Because if you are, we've got that model show, I said, and I think Spruverse and Lou's going to be here as well. March is going to be quite a fun month. And we have an oubliette under the transfer deck. All that's under there is a battery bank and a weed hatch. We keep ropes under there too. Now, we can keep people. You remember that Wes Craven film, The People Under the Stairs? Yeah, we could do that here in the oubliette. Not playing Warhammer is the reason why you still have the money. Yeah, true, Matthias. You know what? You know, I did I showed you the actually, I don't think I've got them up here. I showed you Hachette. We're doing the trial for Spearhead. I think that's what it was for the figures. I didn't realise it was a trial, but you know, they sent me that form that you'd get in the trials that you fill out and they'll send you a free gift. They actually sent me back a free figure on the sprue, which I thought was quite cool. I don't know what it is. I haven't built any of them yet. Stranger Things 5's in November. That's a little bit overrun as well. I thought we were getting to see that in the summer. But isn't this split as well? Isn't Stranger Things going to be split this last season? So we're going to get like a bit like Squid Game. We're going to get a first half, and then we're going to get a second half later on. I think. I don't know. I'm doing good, thank you, Richard. We've been watching Spartacus on Netflix. What, the original one? The one where the original actor died, didn't he? And then he was replaced. I used to like Spartacus. Yes, he was called Spartacus Blood and Sand, but it was called something different here. Oh, bless. Horlicks is planning a Black Friday for the whole of November. Get onto his Facebook page for more. Oh, you've done the link. I was going to say, please feel free to link that, Ian. We have people around Charleston that leave Christmas lights up year round. Laziness. Oh, I can't be doing that. The Christmas stuff's got to come down. It's got to be coming down. The convention I'm talking about in Bristol is Doctor Who convention, and I cosplay as well. You made your own Ace jacket. Oh wow, wicked. The you know what? Next year, Star Fury conventions are doing a Doctor Who one, and if I'm gonna endorse a convention, then if anyone's ever been to Star Fury conventions, you'll know that I absolutely love them. It's run by a guy called Sean Harry, and they are absolutely brilliant. They're very personal, intimate conventions. So when you're with the guests are actually mingling with all the conventees as well. Let me just change this over to here. This is Star Fury here. So you've got the Red Dragon one here for Hannibal, Once Upon a Time fans, Into the Fold, Flux for Doctor Who and Torchwood. This is the one that's in March. Crossroads for fans of Supernatural. Warp 2, a Star Trek convention in May. Highlanders, Invasion for Star Wars. Ascension and Lucifer fans for Stargate. But that one is your Doctor Who one. Brilliant, brilliant conventions these are. And that's who's on the guest list at the moment. Not bad. Sean Harry's a good guy. I see the news Andrew's not having his Prince title removed. I don't really watch the news now. It's depressing. Do I need to order a pizza for you guys next week? Ian, there's like 4 of us here. So I'm only 19 minutes behind. That's quite good for the first time back, though, Bergdis. Yeah, there's going to be 4 of us here. It's going to be a wild time, that's for sure. Because the way it is like we go to Duxford on the Thursday, then those guys are, I think they're staying, I don't know, I can't remember where you said you're staying. Is it Tamworth Way, somewhere there? You're staying over there. And then you're going to make your way up to Telford. I'm going to be making my way up to Telford. There's just a lot of travel that way next week. You saw Tron over the weekend. I thought it was a good movie. It's a blooming brilliant movie. I don't understand why people are what's the word I'm looking at? Dumping on it so much. Great movie. In the jungle, you're waiting for a school of piranhas after a bit of reassurance from June after she already waded through them. Spiders are nothing to piranhas. I'd happily go in with piranhas. I just don't. I cannot deal with spiders. Look, when I was a kid in Australia, I mean, Peter in Queensland will tell me, we're told never go near spiders, and we had the big huntsman in Australia. So for that reason, lizards I'm fine with. I even sat in a nest of soldier ants, and they covered my whole body, biting me. I don't mind ants, but spiders, because I never got to face them or confront them or anything, I always told to keep away from them. I've just had this insane fear from them ever since. Now, my dad used to work for Radio Rentals in Australia years and years and years ago. So he was in there in the loft spaces and stuff with all the black widows and redbacks and stuff. And the stories he used to cover, it traumatized me. So now, even you'll see tomorrow's one, that spider on the camera, it looks big because it's on the lens. It's tiny. You'll see it tomorrow. But it's enough to make the heckles come up on my neck. I'm just not good with them at all. It's 90 days. I have merch on the map for you, Wayne. Hey, okay. We've got lots of spiders and they've all got names. No. Oh yeah, you have. I remember coming to your house to me, and there was one in a frame which wasn't real because I don't think you had any real ones when we come to visit. Can you imagine what if your missus pulled out one of the real spiders, you would have just seen like what happens when Medusa looks at someone. I would just be there like, and then as dusk settles and night draws in, and I'm still in the same position. I just can't deal with that. I mean, I'm sure they're very beautiful and very pretty, but yeah, they're not for me. Hi, Wayne. I'd like to know what model paint works priming. I always use my Army Painter primer for all priming. If it's only a small bit of priming, I've got Vallejo grey primer. I very rarely use that, though. Even on small areas, I'm using my spray can. So that's that. Totally needs to be a movie or miniseries. Yeah, definitely. See? And what was the overtime rate? I don't know. They were working overtime. But they were fighting crime. Where's Spider-Man gone? Did you rehome him? No, he's downstairs, Spider-Man. It's called Iceland. Yeah, his name. Yeah, Jason the Real Warriors with the monster mines. God, I remember them. The Weeping Angels are very dark and could be made darker. Yeah, no, that sort of thing's great. You remember the gentleman in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Just for that, they didn't say anything. They just had the grin on their face. That's the darkness I like. Does anyone remember a Marionation show called Starfleet? I got the whole series on DVD. I remember Star Command. I don't remember Starfleet. You played D&D in 1975 in Alaska, but all we had was black and white 5-7-inch books, which you had to order by lettermail in Seattle, Washington. Wow. Paper and imagination. That's the best way, Wayne. Still is. A lot of people still play it that way. I still play it that way. I don't really use figures. All the figures that I used to paint was for other people. It wasn't for me. Wayne, when you Mrs. Rhoda Wayne coming to New York City? No idea. I keep promising her a holiday. I keep promising her, but we no idea yet. I am trying to, yeah, Christian Bale was Batman. Everyone's asking. Robert Pattinson, he was there. He was the Batman. Robert Pattinson. I was just having a brain fart then. Couldn't remember. Michael was the best. Michael Keaton was a brilliant Batman. I'm still dropping frames. 3.7%. You're right. I am dropping a little bit. Did you ever? I haven't finished the Enterprise refit. No, nope. Still got that to do. If Sean Bean's as Batman, you know he's gonna die. Sean Bean's like a spoiler in his own right. Take care, Richard. See you later, mate. Mr. Bean as Doctor Who? No. I always thought that guy, who's the guy from Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, Death in Paradise guy? He would have made a brilliant Doctor Who, and I don't know why they didn't get him. Stand by. Chris Marshall. Chris Marshall would have been a brilliant Doctor Who. This guy here. He would have been a really, really good Doctor Who, I think. Hamworth. I was right. That's only down the road. Don't forget the garlic bread. The hour did go fast. Are we at the end? God, it's 9 o'clock already. And I'm kind of at the end. If I did miss your message, once again, I apologise for that. But it's been a fun stream. And I've almost drank all of my stout tonight, which isn't too bad. Remember, you're going to see the Lich King tomorrow on the channel and the Battle of the Spider. As I finally put paid to the thing that was my bane for the last couple of days. And other than that, I am going to be at the NEC in Birmingham tomorrow. So if anyone's there and I see you around, I will give you a wave. Other than that, have a good evening, everybody. Take care, and I will see you later. Be good. Take care.